Aloha all, Michael here. Today I am going to talk about the religion of science. So, anytime we are religiously devoted to something, it simply means that we are methodical in our approach, we are disciplined, and we are students of whatever it is that we're researching. So, science is the study of knowledge. It's the study of how things interact with one another. Everything in the universe has interactions with other things, and these interactions are actually forms of communication. When we take the approach of a master student, we become willing to learn more. And the best way to obtain the raw data that is used to process into useful information called knowledge is done through our senses. So we have our senses that brings in the raw data, and then we have our consciousness that processes all of that imagery and thoughts and emotions, as well as these feelings that arise in a way that makes sense to us. When something makes sense to us, we better understand it. When we better understand something, we are no longer going to be afraid of that which previously caused us to be unclear, confused, or feel afraid of or disconnected. So I like to view anything that I'm researching in a manner in which I am open minded and willing to receive as much of the raw data as possible. The more raw data that you can absorb, the more you will learn and expand your awareness at whichever rate you wish. So it's really a very simple process that entails an intricate way of viewing and processing and assimilating and utilizing a lot of different systems in a synchronistic manner. So if you are a true scientist, you are a master student and you pay attention to your feelings, because it is our senses that are the teachers, the senseis, the portals of information that we can access whenever we wish. A lot of beings that claim to be scientists rely only on what they see. And that's okay, because there's obviously valuable information that we receive through the light. We have the ability to use tools to measure the entire electromagnetic spectrum, everything from radio waves to gamma rays. So the visible light part of the spectrum that we see with our naked eyes is only 0.0035% of the entire electromagnetic spectrum. So when a scientist says something is a fact because of the research that they did, including measurements pertaining to any portion of the electromagnetic spectrum, the results are still observed with your naked eyes. So it's still being reliant on only one of our senses. If you tap into all of your senses, you're giving yourself a greater opportunity to simply receive more information that you can transform into knowledge. So it really becomes up to you, the student, to pay attention to how you are currently feeling and learning to recognize the value in all of these transmissions, whether it's visible light, sound, or other feelings that are transmitting valuable information. How do you know it's valuable? Well, you don't until you process it and make use of it. Otherwise, what you're doing is either accepting raw data and storing it as a memory to be processed later, or you're ignoring it and disregarding the worth and the value, which is okay too. The only one that misses out is the student. So become a master student, access the data whenever you can. So every present moment of awareness is an opportunity to learn. Every experience can be a way to become more aware. So try that approach and you will simply learn more. Learning is fun. Enjoy the process.